Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Whatty up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Norel Toyota. We support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and that's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, and we're back. Before we get started, big shout out to Norel Toyota, Keith, Fad, Nimmer, all the boys and girls down at Norel. Thank you for being the title sponsor to the show. Definitely appreciate your support, so thank you. Now, on that note, as you know, I don't introduce my guests. I let them do that themselves because they can do a better job. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Yes, thank you for having me again, Elliot. My name is Mireille Zatcha, the Executive Director of Mandla's Foundation, but also a teacher in the community.
That's right. So you were here just a little while ago and you're telling us a little bit about the foundation. You're telling us about you going back to St. Paul's School.
Yes.
And then you reached out and you said, hey, listen, I actually have something coming up. Can I come chat about it again? And I said, well, 100%. So what do you have coming up?
On March 22nd, we will be launching our first community program, the Mandla's Foundation, so in about 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's that event all about? Let me know about it.
Yeah, the program is titled Technology and Musical Instrument for All.
Okay.
So the foundation has purchased a bunch of musical instruments and Chromebooks.
Okay.
And we will be loaning that to people in the community. So it can be individuals, but it can also be organizations, after-school programs, churches, music programs. So whoever is in need, they can reach out to us and come and loan it for some times. It can be from 1 day to 3 months at a time. Yes.
Cool. So is this event about collecting donations and trying to garner support for this? Or have you already do you already have all of these instruments and Chromebooks and now you're saying, hey, come and see what this is all about?
Usually the foundation is the one making donations.
Oh, okay.
Right? People can reach out to us and donate if they want to the foundation.
Okay.
But usually on March 22nd, we, the foundation, in honor of Mandla, we are making donations. We're going to do that on the same day on March 22nd, but also we are making available those Chromebooks and musical instruments for the community.
Okay. So where and when is this event taking place?
This event will be taking place in the community hall in Millennium Gate in Timberley.
Millennium Gate in Timberley.
Yeah.
What's another landmark? I don't know where that is.
The landmark Millennium Gate is beside the Boston Pizza in Timberley.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over there.
There we go. Okay,
the
very
Holy
cool.
Trinity School.
Yes.
In that area.
Yes. Okay. What kind of instruments do you have?
We will have ukulele because they were Mandla's favorite musical instrument.
Okay.
We will also have djembes. We will have guitars.
Okay.
And what else? Pretty much for now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. And then, as well, like you said, you had Chromebooks. So, what would you utilize a Chromebook for in regards to music or art? What kind of things could children or young adults use that tool for?
The Chromebooks, in regards of art, I'm not a music teacher though, but if you have, music teachers they have applications and, people can use that. But also the technology part is for those who are facing financial hardship and probably they will want to use that. For instance, I have a friend of me who just, we were talking and she said, oh my God, my daughter she's in high school. She just broke her laptop.
Right.
And we are still in the middle of the school year. School is not done yet.
That's right.
And she wasn't able to afford another laptop right there. So we come in handy, and if a parent is facing that kind of situation, they can just reach out to us and say, can you loan a Chromebook for 3 months for the rest of the school year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, when it comes to musical instruments, do you play any?
No, No.
No.
I love to hear people play. I don't play. Mandla used to play ukulele.
Okay.
And I was always saying, please stand up properly. I don't want you to have back pain, because she was always in her, on her ukulele.
Yeah.
No, I don't play any.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Yeah, fortunately for other people's ears, I guess.
Fortunately for the ears.
That's right. Okay, so this is happening on the 22nd. What time can people come?
From 4 to 6.
Okay, and is it something that people need to call in and register for, or just like walk in, or how does this all work out?
We will send out some invitations. So if somebody is interested to come, they can reach out to me. We will invite them, or they can just pop in,
Okay.
And yeah, we are there. We are launching this event. We are making donations, like I said, to 2 high schools in town, and to the Center of Hope.
Okay. So now in regards, we're going to jump back to music. You don't play musical
No,
instruments.
I don't.
That's okay. But obviously, like, you have a love for music in one way, shape, or
Yes,
form.
I do.
How did that start?
Well, African background. Everything is musical, right?
Right, right.
So, but beside that, like, I love the language. So whether it's French or English, I love a lot of French music.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, I'm born. Well, I won't say when I was born, but I like the R&B, the 90s and 20s, all of that. So
Yeah.
I love listening to music.
Okay. So now I grew up, born and raised here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I have unfortunately never been to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'll try to make my way over there. So, but I did grow up in a musical house in regards to, my house was so loud all the time and I loved it. And I have a very quiet house. My son is growing up completely different from me. In regards to, like, at my house, my mom was always listening to, and I picked Tanner up a few days ago, and it blew his mind. I was listening to soca music. And he was just like, what are you listening to? And I was like, it's soca. He's like, why are you listening to it, though?
I knew what soca music was. I was surprised that Ellie Pierre was listening to it.
That's right. And I was just like, I grew up listening to this, and it's not what I traditionally listen to now. But soca music was always playing by my mom. My dad loves records, and so my mom would be listening to soca upstairs. My dad would be listening to top 40 or Motown music down in the basement. So you had 2 musics competing. My sister would be playing, Alistair, my brother, would be playing video games. It was like a loud house all of the time. And now I have Keegan, it's only him. And culturally, my wife grew up in a different household. Her parents are from Ireland.
Okay.
So very quiet. So now I don't have all this going on. So I know culturally there is music and noise and loudness, but my parents are from South America. So in Africa, like, what is the music involvement in regards to the...
Oh, the music is in our everyday today lives, right?
Yeah.
So when you have to attend traditional stuff, everything is, is musical. You have... Music was used to communicate messages. Music was used to express your emotions. Music was used in a variety of ways, right?
Right.
And also, we are people will happy. So when we are happy, we express it by singing. When we are sad, when something drastic, or tragically, arises, you use that because sometimes that's the only way for you to express yourself.
That's right.
So music was always all the time, and that's
Okay.
yeah.
Now, you were listing off some genres of music that you like.
Yeah.
So obviously you were influenced by North American music.
Oh yeah.
So, and I've never really heard, like, now because satellite radio and Spotify and Apple and whatnot, like, you do hear global music now. But I've never heard of, like, a superstar come out of Africa as far as music that I'm aware of. Am I wrong about this? Are there some...
I can name several successful artists from South Africa to start.
Hook him up.
Let me hear.
Yeah.
You might not know them, but there's a very famous band called Seether.
Nope.
No, Seether's from South Africa.
Okay.
I know that they're
Fela Kuti was a very famous Nigerian singer, very famous.
Okay.
Davido also, Burna Boy, in this time, this age,
Yeah.
Afrobeat.
Yes,
what
it's
is-
huge.
It's
Huge.
huge everywhere.
Huge everywhere.
Yeah.
But that music to me has an influence of like, it sounds like traditional African music with
with
North American
Yeah.
flavors, reggaeton, everything kind of mixed
exactly.
into it.
Akon.
Oh, I know Akon.
yeah, he's
Okay.
yeah, Senegalese. Yeah.
So growing up there and like the language is different, so you must have like local music, local artists. There's obviously
course.
a musical
Yeah.
scene.
Mm-hmm.
So how come that doesn't translate over here that much?
How come it doesn't translate? Probably because it's not promoted as it should be.
Right.
And also because, when we are back home, we are always interested by what's coming from outside, right?
Right.
Which is foreign. So,
Right.
and we didn't have the means because the culture here or the way they're promoting is so overshadowing what we're doing over there.
Right.
So we don't have the financial means to export the
Right.
music the way it should be. But
Right.
if you are in Europe, you will hear more about
Okay.
African music than if you are in North America.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my favorite part about getting in different people's vehicles. Is like listening to the music
To their music
that they have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big lover of music, but yeah, it's just nowadays you're right. When I listen to like satellite radio, there's a lot of African artists coming out that you hear, especially like in like the dance scene, because they just have good beats.
Oh yeah. The beats.
Well,
Beats are
and
huge.
a lot of dance music is based off of music like Jamaican dance house and
That's right.
soca music.
That's right. Yeah. So, Well, listen, Tanner showed me the little flash a few minutes ago that he has his questions for the segment ready, the Max in a Minute. But before we get going with the Max City Minute, there's a sponsor that we got to give a big shout out to. It's McMurray Denture Center. If you're looking for a good smile, there's only one place to go, McMurray Denture Center. Thank you very much for sponsoring this segment. We do appreciate it. Now, Tanner, you can hit her with the Max City Minute.
Alrighty, question number 1. What is your favorite part of providing computers and instruments to the youth of Fort McMurray?
Is that we are helping the community and also we are doing it to honor the memory of Mandla, who was very focused on reaching out to others.
Question number 2. What is one reason youth will benefit from your organization?
What is one reason people could benefit?
Yeah.
Youth.
Or youth? Youths that are interested in music and the parents cannot afford to buy an instrument for them, they can just come and sign and register and just have the musical instrument loaned to them for if you, like I said, from 1 day to 3 months at a time. And they can, when they're done, if they still want to and they still need it, we can loan it again to them, right? Yeah. So we hope that youth will be coming to us because there's no reason to not do if, those musical instruments are available for you in the community.
Okay.
Question number 3. What is your favorite song to listen to lift your spirits?
Oh, okay. A few. In a genre called Compa or Zouk Love. So C'est pas pour that from Alan Cave. And what's the other one that I like? We will say C'est pas pour that. But
Okay.
I love some rap music too, though. But
Oh, listen, we're going to talk about it.
European rap, like from Europe.
Oh.
Not so much from the the States.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What is one way you would want the people of Fort McMurray to support its youth?
One way I would love for us in the community to to provide more programs that the youth can be interested in. With COVID, unfortunately, people they stayed in the houses and also the economic hardship that we went through, right? So I know, for example, I wasn't able to provide as much as I wanted for my daughter, which is she's 13 years old and she needed to go outside, right? She needed to have interesting program to attend to, and we need to have that in our community. Yeah.
And your final question. What is one reason you're glad to run your organization within the community of Fort McMurray?
One reason, first of all, I would like to give back to our community the way they give, the way they supported us after the tragedy. That's my, for me, it's, you know, I feel like when you receive the kind of support we received, you have to give back. And again, everything the foundation is doing is up to it. We want to honor the memory of Mandla, who she was, and she was somebody, even when she was here, that we always wanted to reach back and we wanted to give back to the community. She will always say, Mom, can we do something? Like, can we help? So
And
That's
those have been
that.
your 5 questions.
thank you, Tanner.
Okay, I don't know much about African music, but I know a little bit about R&B, hip hop,
Okay.
especially from the 90s and early 2000s.
Okay.
So this is a topic of discussion I actually can get involved in. So who are you listening to? What kind of artists were your go-to jams?
Oh, my favorite, Usher.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Now, are we talking about? I have been listening to Usher since he was very first signed with Puff Daddy back in the day. You remind me of like all these songs. So, are we talking early Usher? Are we talking about older Usher? Where?
No, early Usher, older Usher.
Yeah.
No, early one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right. So, Usher is your favorite artist for
Yes.
R&B. Now, let's switch it up in regards to rap. Where are we going for rap artists?
Rap artist, I will go with the old French rap.
French rap.
Yeah, I am the group. I am NTM.
Okay.
Passy, the new West one. Damn, so I'm listening to it like all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I always liked Usher. But I started like in my house, R&B was like a staple. So one of the artists back in the day that just I think everybody listened to and I emulated. There's so many pictures of me with an oven mitt on my hand dancing around the house is Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael Jackson was huge.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
So for me, he's like everything else is just a version of
Absolutely.
Michael. So I like Usher. I think he's a talented artist. There's a bunch of others like Genuine and like Keith Sweat, and you could just go on
Yes,
and on.
on and on,
There's
yeah.
R&B artists are amazing, but yeah, MJ.
But of course, you're right. Like Michael Jackson is. I think everything that was done after him is
Yeah.
really just to emulate him.
That's
in
right.
in a way or
yeah.
a way
Yeah.
or another one. Yeah.
Another one that my parents would argue with me because I'm like, oh, it's all about Michael, and I do love and have more appreciation as I get older for him. Is James Brown.
Oh, I thought you would say Prince.
Oh no, Prince and Michael were the same. Me and my business partner have, what's the word I'm looking for? Legendary arguments about this because back in the '80s, like when that was a battle. You were either Prince
Or Michael
you were
fan,
Michael.
yeah.
And my business partner is big time. He loves Michael, but his brother loves Prince, and so like you see this argument
I
going
can
back.
imagine
So,
the arguments. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm easily there. It's not a competition. Prince is amazing, but I'm.
You know what? Between the two, I think I'm more Michael Jackson fan
Yeah.
than Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, but James Brown and my little boy, yesterday. This is like literally yesterday. I was showing him. He was dancing. He was like doing these like little moves. I'm like, "You trying to moonwalk?" And he looked at me. He's like, "What's a moonwalk?" I said, "What is a moonwalk?"
You don't know what a moonwalk
I'm
is?
doing a horrible job as a parent if you don't know what a moonwalk is. So I got a YouTube video up and I showed, and he's just like, he obviously has like little rollers in his shoes. And I'm like, because nowadays kids have those rollers, right? And I'm like, no. There's no rollers. And like we started and we zoomed up and we looked. And
And how
how's
does
he-
it do that?
how's he doing that? I'm like, the man has
That's
moves.
Michael.
Like, you gotta learn. And he's like, can I learn how to do that? I was like, you could. So, anyways, Michael Jackson. But yeah, Usher is a good one. I'll give you Usher. So, listen, time flies. We're at the end of our 20 minutes. But as you know, before we cut people loose, they get a shameless shout out or plug. So I have the mic, the lights, and the camera on. Have fun.
Okay, I will plug 2 organizations. So the one, again, Equal Sample, for all of the amazing work they're doing and the way they are honoring Mandla and supporting us at the Mandla's Foundation. But I will also want to plug Model's Hair in downtown. She's a beautiful hairdresser. and she does hair.
Okay, cool. Those are good shout outs. All right. Well, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world. That's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world to me. Big shout out to Noral Toyota for being our title sponsor, as well as McMurray Denture Center for sponsoring the Mac City Minute. We really do appreciate your guys' support, so thank you. I hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Noral Toyota. We support the oil barons. We've joined the drive.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boys.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.